What's up, everybody? This is Hydro here, and today's video is going to be about you some more Yugioh 7's news. I woke up and I seen the trailer for it was an English trailer with the when they showed the trailer during the stream, they had it in English. They always show it in Japan. So one of the cases is that it's a trailer about they showed the structure deck, and then they got the cards with the limited list. They already got the limited list with one of the cards with the limited list, which is going to be announced pretty much on the 28th. With when it comes available. Yeah, y'all seen the ban list and limited list too from the other cards that I don't know if I shared that out in one of my other videos, but anyways, the one of the first things we're gonna actually talk about is the directors who decided to make Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. They was going to plan on putting Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens first before Brains was coming to the mix of it, but they had to do some kind of things with it. So we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, because like one of the cases I just think is that one of the cases is that Rush Duel can't really format with one of the other things. So okay, wait, let's see. They just had the interview thing. Let me see. I gotta refresh the page. I think. Okay, so yeah, you see this person, the Duel Links producer interview round. Rush Duel. Okay, so just like we say, just so you know, one of the cases it got all these ads on here. I'm trying to go them out. Like this site right here will show you everything that's going on with Duel Links, like massive duels, and then when they had Cross Duel, yeah, Cross Duel ended a few days ago. I forgot to brought that up. I didn't I didn't even play. I stopped playing it since I know that they was taking it down, so I didn't want to waste my time after it. So one of the cases is this is gonna be a while for me reading this. So when was the decision made to add Rush Duel to Duel Links? Was it to respond to the format's success in Japan, or was it always planned? Okay, look, this is one of the things I want to break down. First, Rush Duel had a format where it looked the same when the game actually came in it came in Japan. Duel Links always came from Japan first, how the way it is before it came in English, like with the trailers and everything. For the foremost is that they always had planned out having Rush Duel because of the links. Yeah, it did happen a while ago while they was about to add Yu-Gi-Oh! Frames in the mix of it. So yeah, it was already planned out with the Japan because they had the data man thing, the all the stuff with the data man with the barcode things, with the links and stuff with the yeah, with that. So he said we started to think about adding Versatile to the game about 2 years ago, but we really decided to do it about 1 year ago with the sense of Yu-Gi-Oh! Frames. So basically, Yu-Gi-Oh! Frames was the one that when it came into Duel Links, like basically the meta decks was actually helping it out with the cards like the Salmon Great and the Cold Talkers and all that crap. Like, just say like the three main decks like was all only the meta decks now, like with the like board deck and all that kind of stuff. We are a little worried about whenever the players will be able to continue welcome this new way of playing, but we are working very hard on this game, balancing ways to bring new players. So we mostly decided to play Rush 2 into Duel Links. So what I just think is that they're gonna separate Rush Duel with the regular Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG matches and the Speed Duel format thing. So I just think like most you guys are basically like the format. You guys not gonna like Rush Duel. I could pretty much say it because a lot of people complain about it. being in the hole. So what I just think is that rush duel is probably pretty much is one of the newest things is playing as just say the monster has special effects, but we using basically normal monsters. Those normal monsters that don't have attack points and all that kind of crap. That's because we're using them basically for triple summon monsters. That's what they did back in the day. But back in the day, just say the first Yu-Gi-Oh series, they had you could summon like Dark Magician, Blue Eyes without triple or nothing. So when they added that format, that made dueling a way of summoning. But just thinking about that part. The second part of that was that it was spell cards and trap cards to summon monsters from your hand and monster special abilities. That's why they had effect monsters in the second series of the thing. So yeah, yeah. Back then, Dark Magician and Blue Eyes and Red Eyes they became more relevant. Okay, so let's see. Alright. Wrestle trend to play a lot faster than your typical Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG matches or in the speed duel format. It's simpler and you can draw until you have 5 cards in your hand in every single turn. What were the challenges when it came to that to duels and stand speed duels? I'm gonna talk about that. Let me just read this part. Yes, you are right. We did run into a number of differences. For example, fight points. The number of cards in your deck was also a challenge we needed to change. We had to listen to everyone involved and change them right. Get it right. Our directors really everyone played the game until we felt we got the balance right with 6 points in the deck limits. In Japan, we took the physical game and the step by step, but now with this brand new and doing this video, kind of confident is already balanced. Okay, so one of the cases is what he's talking about when he say physical copy. He's talking about the game that I'm talking about that's on the Nintendo Switch, which they use that game and try to formulate it to dueling. So like when you seen the stream, they was playing a couple matches to see like how it's going to actually look. That's the whole point why we watch the stream. Like everybody wanting like this. Like why does Bristol have 6,000 life points and more cards than that, and be able to draw 5 cards? Now you have to understand this. The main person who created Bristol was Yugioh. Yugioh was the one who made the game. The game was Residus, this Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's TV series was going to be the same format that we played in Cards today, but the easier way to play the game more easy is using Residus. Well, I'd say Residus was more flexible for all of us, I say. And why I say that is that you get 6,000 life points and the deck is like a limit. Yeah, just adding more cards to the deck. Because if you drive 5 cards, you don't want to drive all 5 cards and then you lose the duel. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, another one. Rush Duel adds a lot of new cards. Its claim state to card pool. Potential to allow cards and archetypes to add up. Older players will grown up to become visible again, especially with legend cards like Dark Magician. Can we expect to see a lot of monsters and strategies to make their way to the leagues? That's exactly right. The intent going forward to continue to bring back more of the cards that hopefully bring it back to the game. Okay, so you see what I'm talking about? They like Resdo is a whole new thing. So basically, it's like they starting on fresh. So like one of the other things I noticed is that watching Resdo, they have fusion monsters too. That's the only thing I do know is that eventually they're gonna have tuna monsters, they're gonna have secret monsters pretty much. And I don't think I seen a ritual rush card before. But like the whole point is that it's kind of a bummer that we're not gonna be able to use Yugi or the other characters who have lines with these cards because it's Crystal and they not gonna be familiar with this maybe later in the thing. So I don't know. But just like he just said, that since Rush Duel is like a new thing coming to Duel Links came out in 2016, it's still going on in 2023 now. So I wonder how long this game gonna be last when they ever show it out. I'm like, this game. I actually fall in love with this game when I was in high school. Like I say, I spent up to like hundreds of dollars and stuff, $100 and $200 for this game. And just like he just saying that the game is gonna be more formatted with bringing in more things. Like you read this thing, you gonna know everything you know about Rush Duel. And this is the person who brought it to Duel Links, and this is the person he negotiate. They like this kind of people, these kind of directors and CEOs is the one who made Rush Duel, like decided to make Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens on the as a TV series. But let's see. Okay, Duel Links is constantly refreshing the cards available to players. It is the introduction to a release of new card box and attending with official release. Or we expect Duel Links exclusive cards and set. For now, that's not in our plans, but I understand the idea of that. It could be quite appealing to the players of Duel Links. So it's currently something. What just happened? It's currently something that I am thinking about for the future. Yeah, so one of the cases is that what I was also thinking the same, everybody else thinking the same, is that it's gonna have different card boxes. And just like his answer, it doesn't really seem like they're doing something like that. But they are thinking about something like that in the future. Pretty much it should be because the cards is more different and it's only could be compared with Rush Duel. It can't be and another thing because the thing with the monsters, so just like the monster, it has to have a requirement. Other monsters that we play with today, like Master Duel and all that kind of stuff, we don't have no requirements. Now you see how that works? That these kind of and Rush Duel monsters have to use their special abilities. Some of them is normal monsters, fair enough. But anyways, it's you got to have a requirement to activate their special abilities. So that's the way it is. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. It's fair to say that Speed Duels, the format that Duel Links is currently based on, hasn't quite had the same level of as Rush Duels. As are you worried that Rush Duel will overshadow the original Duel Links experience at all? Okay, now ain't this a good question that that the interviewer was asking the person who created this? I would just say that I don't really think it is. Like the only reason why I say it is that Rush Duel is probably going to be one of the top things that we talk about, and just talking about this, like it's just like Dolan. I don't really think it's gonna overshadow it because most likely people like Yugioh for it to begin with. So let's see. So let's see what his response. He said, "No, I'm not worried about it being overshadowed at all. You can see it through events like the World Championship. The amount of people who like the game, who will still like it. A lot of people who are still playing doing this have been doing so for 5 or 6 years. So I don't think they will quit because of Rich Duel. Rather, this new mode will attract even more new players. Ain't this very cool? Because like just saying this is that just know that it's a new way of dueling. One thing about what duel is like, people who like Yu-Gi-Oh, they like the different Yu-Gi-Oh things because they watch the TV series. You watch you watch the original Yu-Gi-Oh. You see the stuff Kaiba does with the disc thing where you put the cards right there, you spin it. Don't people like new stuff, experiencing new stuff in life. So like I said, I don't really think they're quick. They might not like it now because they think like, oh, if I play this game, like how I'm gonna be able to do it. Like I'm just well, when I first played Yu-Gi-Oh, I didn't know what to do either. I didn't know how the world worked. So let's see. Alright, it's been said before that you love playing Rush Duel with your family when you're at home. When you are doing with them, what's your favorite Rush Duel deck to use and what? I use Cyber Dragon. It's a Japanese only card, but I like Cyber Dragon. I use it to destroy my children in Rush Duel. If you have the right conditions, you can finish your opponent in one blow. Hmm. Yeah, it's pretty much true. Yeah, he's telling the truth about that. It's different strategy in Red Stool where you could finish your opponent very quickly with the attack points. Increase attack point thing. Field spells help. The spell cards work too. And you have it's all about that because you pretty much three monsters you can end the duel depending on if they all have for about like two up to 2,500 each. So you can end the duel and it depends on that because they have different special abilities. So yeah. All right. So he also said for a very long time we thought about making two separate games. Tourette Semenya told us, but if you create a new game, you have recruit a lot of new dudes. Samus is not famous as an anime series outside of Japan, therefore it would have been difficult to engage a new audience. The goal of this update is really to attract new players to a new game mode and a fresh start. That's what I was just talking about. Like Rush, I think Rush Duel is something that opened the door to a new thing. So what I just think is that when we talk about, just say we talk about something like we'll talk about something something that's like a fresh start, something new. And this is a new year or so. I think Rush Duel started by 2018 or 2017. I think. So then Go Rush is a new series that's coming out, so we'll see what they got. So, but for now, yeah, I can't wait till the upcoming dates to see what's going on. Okay, so this is the last one. Although we will focus on Rush, so we will continue to release updates and content for the Speed Duel format. Those who wish to continue to have fun in the classic way will be able to continue to do so without feeling sidelined. Oh, so like basically, oh, it's still some more. Alright. Japanese fans are also enjoying a physical trade card game in Rushdown format, which has so far remained Japan and Korean exclusive. We will will that ever change? Thomas would be happy to bring that trading card games to the West. He told us, but that depends not least on the success of Duel Links update. Instead of needing to hit the levels 10 with a character to unlock the world like normal, Savage World will be free and open right now from the get-go. According to Konami, wrestles are a second launch for duels, and the goal is for everyone to be on an even playing field. For the six players, you'll still need to OPG to get to start, but Konami Fresh with will be sent straight to settings will before even seeing a regular dueling game. Okay. All right, so why did this take for that interview? I say that they just confirming it how the way things are exactly going. So now what I'm doing now is the structure deck. So you see, this card is going to be limited three. Why this card could be a kind of problem. So yeah. This is the card. This is the main card you're gonna need if you're trying to use Lion Condor's special ability. And the way how this is going, these is the main card. So now I thought these cards were gonna be in the main box, but I guess they're not. So these is so we having two skills which feature this. So it's the skill called for you. It's called Light and Shift. The skill could be used if the only monsters with 14 or more tacos in your deck are spell type, spellcaster type, or winged beast type. Requirement can be activated during the turn you have summoned a level 7 high monster. Yeah. Effects. One face of monster on your field becomes light actual to the end of the turn if you have a light. If you have a face of light condor in your field, add one low 4 or light actual to your monster for your grand Then this is loop skill. This skill could be only monsters in your deck are dragon types. Currently, it can be activated if you have a face of actual Earth monster with 15 or more attack points or 13 or more defense points. This turn up to 2 face of monster with 23 or less attack points or 15 5 jump and a level of beast 4. Pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, so this all this stuff will be available. So okay, line cards just to include our first conventional cards and a rush to ban list and more combos. Yeah, so they're gonna have like a ban list thing coming on the 28th with the cards. So we expect to see it. So like before we actually in this video, I'm gonna see a duel. Yeah, so we're gonna watch this duel right here. Yeah, this duel is showing the gameplay of the structure deck. So one thing is that what we see right here. Oh, sorry for showing that deck. Yeah. We see it's gonna be a new game act thing for the I don't know. I think this will probably be available on the 28th. I don't know when it's be available, but yeah, it seems like it's gonna be available. So we see. Oh yeah, one thing I just noticed is that Dragon Geese probably might be it's 3 different dragon type. It's I think it's about 5 different dragon type Dragon Geese that are in his deck pretty much, and they might put it on the ban list too, the limit list too. So we'll see. But let's continue watching Side of that. See, they showing the skill right here. So it's called Rush. So that see now this how this tells us that we can't duel with the other legendary characters. Only in Rush duel. So watching this gameplay will show you how to use the skill. Both of the morally both of the skills. They both have the skills. And the 2 people who playing this game is the people that you're seeing was playing the game in the stream. Yeah, that's the summon animation of Southern Road edition. Oh yeah, one thing I actually have to tell you guys is that I never actually try to do what's it called? Oh, it's a new thing. Yeah, doing reactions. So I just gotta just think about it. So we see some game racks. All this stuff that you see with the sleeves and stuff, that's gonna be available. I think I can't just say it. So you see, depending on so if you have 1 card, you draw 4 cards. So you guys should know what that means. So I just want to end the. I'm gonna end the video after this trailer. Or this I mean, yeah, this gameplay, this quick demo play of the social game. We got like 3 days. So you see, the only way you can use low scale, you gotta have like only Earth monsters. Yeah, he always goes on that. So if it destroys a monster, it could attack again. Now that's I say that's kind of that'll be pretty much dangerous. And Dragius is also I think I think it's an Earth monster, isn't it? I'll check it. I'll check it after this. Okay, they add the so when they activate the trap, it's the same way with Rushdoor game. Okay, because the only way in Duel Links will before Sounds World does be coming in is like the only time a player reaction comes in with the counter trap. That's the only thing that will happen. Yeah, that bird monster helps you. Definitely helps you out. Okay, the skill should be he should be able to use the skill right now. Yeah, as long as you sound like Condor, that's when you can use the skill if it's full effect. Okay, that's it. All right, so that's it. See, it's a difference between speed and rush. All right, so yeah, one thing, like just like I tell you, it's they got fusion monsters in here, so more basically they might be adding that later. So like you notice that when each of the monsters that we see that comes in. Okay, I'm trying to see something. Trying to see who I can see Dragon's eggs. It should be okay. Yeah, it's a light one. Well, this is a massive card. Okay, it's a light monster. So I guess adding Dragon's is not gonna be a problem. It's these different art measures, isn't it? Oh, okay, I see. It's a different it's a different thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So wait, I want to see if they had the signature. Yeah, they're not gonna probably have it until later. But that's all I have for this video. Yeah, this video could pretty long because I read the interview. But anyways, Be sure to subscribe and drop a like at the end of this video, and let's fill the I think that's the fill the rush. Yeah, fill the rush. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.